All right, so I want to show you this headphone amplifier that is in the audio booth in case you need it. So some people don't really need to hear themselves talk when they're recording. Maybe if you're doing an interview, you don't really need to hear yourself, you can. But if you're doing an ADR session or recording vocals for a song, you kind of need to hear what's going on so that you can, play or sing or speak in time. So this is a cool little headphone amp. All it is on the back is that you can see there is an Ethernet cable and a power cable. And that's all that it's going to need. You don't have to plug in a microphone. You don't have to plug in anything to the mixer. It's just these two. Now, of course, you'll have to plug in your headphones right over here, depending on which type you use. There's both a 3.5 millimeter and a 1/4 inch adapter. So it's really easy. But the cool thing about this is you can go through all of these different inputs. So I showed you earlier, you can plug in a stereo 3.5 millimeter plug into the mixer. And if you wanted to hear that, you can go to 5 and it says stereo 1 and you turn that up. And so let's say you were singing along to a song. You turn that up, and then if you were singing on input 3, like I showed you earlier, you can then adjust if you want more or less of your own vocals in your mix. And you can do that with all of the inputs. Maybe you don't want any 4, you don't want any 2, and you don't want any 1. So now when you're playing back the song, you hear the song. When you play back you're listening to your own vocals, you hear your own vocals. And right now I'm talking into input 3, and you can see a monitor of input 3. So this headphone amplifier is really cool because you can be listening to something different than what the engineer is hearing. All of this stuff is just for you. It has no impact on the recording. It's just what you're listening to. And if you need more volume or less volume in your headphone, you also have the master level for everything right there.